to the Crunch Time Kitchen, where today we're talking loving your leftovers. And I'm here with Reese and Rio, who already love leftovers, don't you?
Yes.
Absolutely. And Nick, what about you? What's your favourite leftover item?
Passionate about the leftovers, usually takeaway leftovers, Alice.
All right, well, this is actually, funnily enough, a takeaway roast chicken, but you can use a roast chicken from home as well. These are the leftover sort of carcasses of the chicken, as well as the wings. Everything that you don't eat doesn't go to waste. It goes into the pot with some vegetables. We're going to simmer that away, and it's going to make a lovely flavoursome chicken stock. Now, have either of you made chicken stock before?
No.
Brilliant. Okay, well, here's some stock imagery that you can use forever. In go the chicken bits. There we go. Reese, do you want to pop the chicken bits in there?
Sure.
Into this pot?
Do I just...
Yeah, oh well, don't even use your hands, just pour it in.
Right, okay.
Get it in there. Wonderful. And to those, we're going to add the classic chicken stock ingredients. Thank you kindly. We're going to add some onion, some carrot, and some celery. And that is going to be our mirepoix, which is the fancy word for this combination. Do you want to pass that onion over, the one that's already cut?
There we go.
Wonderful. Now, some people do chop the vegetables into fine pieces, but you don't really need to, because it's going to be simmering away for quite a while. You can keep everything quite whole. So, Reese, I'm going to get you to chop the other onion in half for me.
Sure.
Very carefully, using our bridge grip, of course. Now,
Yes.
the board has a non-slip surface underneath it, so that doesn't slip.
Right.
We're going to be very careful, holding our bridge grip. That is wonderful. Gripping that onion. Doing a great job. Now, if you're
There we
not
go.
sure, onion's one of those awkward shapes where if you're not sure how to cut it, get a grown-up to help you. Well done. In that goes into the pot. And
Even
you know
with
what?
the skin, Alice?
Even with the skin, because the skin has heaps and heaps of flavour, as well as health benefits as well. Stock is not only flavour, it's also really great if you're feeling a bit run down. It's called chicken soup for the soul for a reason. Now,
Why is
into
that
that,
reason?
will go the carrots and celery. So, what was that?
What's the
What's the reason? Very good question, Nick. I'm glad that you asked. There are actually scientific properties within that chicken soup, enzymes that help to clear the phlegmatic tract. So well done for prompting me with that one. Now, Rio, do you want to grab the celery and taekwondo that into bits?
Oh, yes. Right.
Yeah, ha! If you don't want to use your nunchuck skills for that, you can just break it in half. Good. Wonderful, that's good. Bit of celery sacrifice going on.
Just snap these.
And the carrots as well, just snap them in half.
Oh.
Great work.
Strength.
That's good, very good strength. Yes, wonderful. That shows that you may not care at all about the shape of these. And then in goes the bouquet garni. Now, the reason it's called a bouquet garni, what do you reckon, Reese?
Well, it looks like a herb bouquet of flowers.
It's exactly right. It looks like a herb bouquet of flowers, and that is exactly what it is. It's a bouquet garnish. And that goes in, because it's got the string, it goes in and you can take it right out at the end. Lots and lots of flavour. In fact, I'm going to give you a whiff of that, Rio. You can tell me if you know any of these herbs.
Whoa, that's strong.
Really strong.
Yeah.
Alice, you'd feel really cheated if you caught this at a wedding, wouldn't you? Probably throw it back.
You would. Well, let's throw it back in the pot then. Reese, what do you think?
It's very smelly.
Very smelly. Brilliant. Speaking of smelly, we're going to pop some garlic in as well. And garlic has natural health properties as well. So with this garlic, we're just going to give it a crush with our palm, the back of our palm, just like this. You ready? Wah! Wah! Like that.
Wow.
Make the noise.
Wow, wow, wow.
Good.
It's like CPR. Are you going to bring that one back?
Feel like a kitchen ninja. In that goes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I reckon you should
brilliant.
have a go, Rio.
Have a go, Rio.
Those palms to good use.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Great job. Now, if you haven't got the strength, because sometimes that garlic can be quite firm, you can use the bottom of an olive oil bottle and just give it a little bit of a whack. All right, now bring that over to me, pop it in the pot.
Won't be high-fiving vampires anytime soon, will it?
Well, you can if you want to vanquish them. Now, into here, we're going to add cold water to cover all of this. Now, once all the water's gone in, we're going to bring this to the just before the boil, and then we're going to simmer for about 2.5 hours. And if you're wondering if we put the lid on, absolutely not, because what happens then is that it steams and it sweats, and then that water goes back in and the flavour isn't concentrated. So we leave that uncovered for about 2.5 hours until it has really nice concentrated flavour. And speaking of concentrated flavour, we've got some that we prepared earlier. Do you want to grab that for me, Rio? Just over here, that pot. And Reese, do you want to grab grab the
It's
other
the one
pot.
with the lid on it.
Brilliant. Grab me the lid pot.
This pot.
Thank you. Wonderful. Now this one, wonderful. Good. Thank you. Terrific. This one we've simmered. It's been in the fridge overnight, so it's already solidified.
Wow.
Check it out. That's good. Can you smell that? What does that smell like to you?
Chicken and herbs and vegetables, basically everything that's in it.
Everything that's in it. So thyme and simmering has concentrated all those flavours, and whatever you add that to, be it a risotto, a vegetable soup or some sort of soup, let's say you could add it to some sort of stew that you're making as well, or any sort of meat-based dish. Even just putting it in a bowl with some fresh vegetables, you've got yourself a chicken soup that you can eat for afternoon tea.
Wow.
And are you ready to strain?
I am ready to strain.
So strenuous. Good. We're straining all of that out. Great job. Wonderful. And some people even blitz those vegetables in there. They can even pick the meat out of that chicken for a little bit of like a chicken sweet corn soup, something like that. And what you have there is a lovely concentrated, it's a very fine line between chicken soup and chicken stock. The only difference here is a pinch of salt. That's it.
Wow.
Now, check that out. That's looking wonderful. Now, Reese, do you want to grab that glass bowl for me?
Sure.
Great. And why don't you grab, terrific, they're the vegetables, good, and grab everything over. Thank you very much, because we're going to do some saving. We're going to save the chicken environment. Does that sound good?
Yes, it does.
Excellent. So I'm going to show you how that works. We're going to dip this jug in there and then pour the chicken stock into this ice cube container, just like that, okay? Wonderful. And Rio, while Reese is doing that, we're gonna watch for a little while. Check that out, very carefully doing that. Well done, Reese. Good job. What do you think's gonna happen to that, Rio?
It's gonna freeze.
It is gonna freeze, exactly. You're
I
gonna
can't
have...
wait to see what happens when he gets to step 6.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, he really broke that one down. Well done. Excellent. You can always add a little bit more. The reason we put it into the jug is because it's easier to pour that way. If you don't have a little jug, you can always use a ladle as well. And meanwhile, Rio, I'm going to get you to use the other jug and pour it into these containers for larger sizes. And then you've got yourself basically a bowl size of this chicken stock that you can add a little bit of hot water to, some vegetables, maybe some shredded chicken, and that is basically dinner on the table.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Really good. Some handy tips. Now, Nick is going to pop this into the freezer.
I've had a few coffees today, Alice. I better go slowly.
Go slow. Absolutely. And you can go to the shops and buy stock cubes, but why would you want to? You've got your own fresh stock that you've made from whole, fresh ingredients. Carefully now. Maybe Reese, you might want to help him.
Yep.
Gosh, tell you what.
Woo! It's colder than Lapland in there.
Oh my God. You get me every time, Nick. That was great.
Wow.
Yes, that's wonderful. He really stuck that lap landing. Now, as you can see, we've got this frozen stock that's ready to go whenever you want it. Give that a tap, Reese. Give it a... What did you just do? Okay, brilliant. Or you could give it an even better tap like that. You can find out more information on the website if you want to. Out go those stock cubes, why not? Brilliant. What do you think?
Wow.
Awesome.
And we're going to really enjoy those. We're not going to put those in any glasses of water because that would be horrible, but they will taste nice in the right spot. We'll catch you on the other side of this.